Islam. The one I forgot to also mention, it's still November the 5th, 2020. I still experience when I walk from Burger King, my left ankle for sharp pain. And you remember I started giving testimony about that when I gave testimony about my a coworker at Burger King, Khalid Muhammad, was talking about how Annapolis has a high rate of herpes. And they were talking about it like it was normal on the front line about how Annapolis had a high rate of herpes. And all I heard was herpes, but they might have been talking about other venereal diseases as well, diseases or viruses. So I thought that was interesting. And so because when I hear these unclean spirits keep saying, "I love you," with a black, and I told you how the females look beat down, okay, beat down, unhealthy spiritually and unhealthy physically, and these black, you have these unclean spirits that come in different forms. They look to be from Mexico, Spanish speaking, El Salvador, Puerto Rico, South American, and this is dealing with lack of education, African American, black, Negro, male and female. Pale skin, because you have a species they created. Not all. You have a species that are different that they created and placed in a population. Then you can see how viruses and diseases, radiation, especially dealing with a humanoid robot, is spread, and why so many people might have cancer or forms of cancer or overweight or some other form of disease or mental illness or whatever that may cause them to be recycled in the medical system. Okay, so because they have bred a species. Okay, so you had Anglo-Saxons that ended 34 Moors. That you had 28 Anglo-Saxons and 34 Moors that helped create the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, which includes the 13th Amendment with 20 sections and all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. Islam. But so that those Anglo-Saxons knew the importance of being naturalized, and we as Moors, we know the importance. But you have a species of pale skins who are of something else through that telepathic code, through DNA, whatever they have put in the population, whatever they bred with beast, animal, that they have placed in the population. And they encourage to stay outside of natural law, just like you have a species of unclean spirits, unnatural spirits that are African American, under that term African American, black, Negro, or they could be from different parts of Africa or other melanated nations that they place in a population that are outside of natural law. They are completely outside of natural law because they are not natural. They are something else that they created and placed in the population. Same with Spanish speaking. Okay, because they're going to experiment in the third world countries first, and then they gradually bring it to what they call industrialized country. So they experimented with the coronavirus vaccine in the third world, what they considered third world country first, and then gradually they brought the vaccine to the industrialized country. Now here you hear people talking about it, saying how they're going to implement this coronavirus vaccine. So how are you going to be able to work or earn money unless you consume or let them place something inside your body that you don't agree with? If you are unnatural in spirit, if you are something else, whatever they put in that vaccine, it's not going to harm you because it is created for something that's unnatural. But if you're a human being and you have and your DNA does not coexist with that vaccine, because that vaccine is for something that's unnatural, beast, animal, then then you're gonna feel the effects of that vaccine. Okay, And so this is interesting because this is how you enslave a population of what they call quote unquote human beings. Human beings. So when I first heard about the vaccine coming to this landmass, Moors were talking about it. And I could tell when I did videos, people walking around looking at my video, looking at me as I do it, like they were surprised. And now it's definitely being talked about. And so once again, it's just like eating certain foods because that do not correlate to the chemistry of your body, but it might correlate to the chemistry of a humanoid robot body, Islam, or a beast or an animal. So you eat according to the chemistry of your body, Islam. So that's it. And once again, I just thought the thought was interesting. Right now I'm experiencing a force sharp pain as I talk about it. Because you know the humanoid robots, if they are tuning to a technological device that exudes radiation, they too have radiation. I'm feeling a force sharp pain in my ankle, and that's it. I had a great okay day. I basically expedited the food a little bit, if that. I don't think I basically took orders today, and I didn't and I refilled the refrigerator. I sold 2 coupons, $1 coupons, and that's pretty much it was basically a light day for me today, this holy day. Most of the people that come into Burger King, once again, is the United States Navy, Army, those that have the USAA credit cards. That means they have family members in the USAA, in the United States Navy and Army, or they themselves are in the United States Navy or Army. The police, the Marines, definitely a large amount of Spanish speaking. They could be from El Salvador, Puerto Rico, Mexico, large amount, and definitely a huge amount of pale skin and those that look to be on the status of African American. I don't know if they claim a nationality. So those are the major groups that come to Burger King still today. Still the same. Anyway, it's November the 5th, 2020.